Hi everyone, welcome to Medicine for the Soul. My name is Sarah. Today's Yoga for Healing practice is focused on digestion. Let's get started. Let's get started on your mat in a comfortable seated position, whatever that may look like for you today. And just kind of rock side to side, getting grounded, feeling both sits bones underneath you. Maybe closing your eyes. And come to a still upright position. Let's roll our shoulders back and down. Imagine a string pulling the crown of your head towards the ceiling. We have a nice long spine. And let's take a couple of deep breaths in and out through the nose to get settled here. And on your last exhale, you can open your eyes. Bring your hands to your knees or your thighs, however you're positioned. And we're just gonna come down and around into some nice seated circles here to wake up our core, lower back, digestive organs. You can incorporate your breath here. Inhaling, coming up. Exhale, down and around. Just continuing this in one direction for right now. Let's do 2 more in this direction. And come up and switch direction. You can switch the cross of your legs as well, if you'd like. This is great to do in the morning and before bed to activate your digestive organs. Let's do 3 more in this direction. And come back to center. If you haven't switched the cross of your legs yet, you can do that now. We're gonna stay here for a minute. Inhale, arms up. Look up, exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee. Right hand comes behind you for support and gaze out over your right shoulder. Still keeping that long spine. Nice deep breaths here. Let's do 1 more breath. On the exhale, come back to center. And we'll inhale, arms up again. Exhale, right hand to your left knee and gaze out over your left shoulder. One more breath here. And come back to center on the exhale. We're going to come to hands and knees now. So hips over your knees, shoulders over your wrists. Coming into cat-cow, we'll inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, gaze forward. Exhale, arch your back. Push the mat away from you and gaze towards your navel. Inhale, keeping our shoulders steady. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And come to a neutral spine. Let's come to just rest on our heels for a second. We're gonna come into kind of a child's pose. So take your knees wide, feet closer together. We're gonna bring our forehead to the mat, but we're gonna bring our fists, make 2 fists with your hands, right under our belly as we do this. So let's take a nice big inhale here while we're upright. And exhale, bring your forehead to the mat, readjust as you need to for comfort. Let's take some really nice deep breaths here. In and out through the nose. One more breath here. You can release your hands, bring them to the mat, and push yourself up, coming into all fours very briefly. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, lift your knees, push back to downward facing dog. You can walk your dog out here, whatever's feeling good for you today. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here in our down dog. 1. 2, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot forward. You can bring your left knee to the mat. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, or you can bring it to your right knee, whatever is accessible for you today. Couple deep breaths here in this twist. And on your next exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step your right foot back and push back into downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. 1. 2, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Right knee can come to the mat. Inhale, hands to heart center. And exhale, right elbow outside your left knee or to your left knee. These twists are so good for our digestive organs. Let's take a deep breath here. One more breath. And on your exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step your left foot back to meet your right in down dog. Now, while we're here in our down dog, let's see if we can bring our opposite hand to our opposite ankle, leg, shin, foot, whatever you can reach. On the exhale, reach to the opposite side. Or you can just hang out in your down dog for a few more minutes. If you are joining me in this, let's do one more on each side. And let's inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Left knee to the mat. As an option, inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, coming into our twist. Left elbow outside the right knee. keeping our hips square. Sometimes my hip wanders, so I have to push it back in line. One more breath here. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your right foot back to meet your left in down dog. 2 breaths here. 1. 2. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Right knee to the mat. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, right elbow outside your left knee. You might find that one direction is a little harder than the other. This is my direction for me. A little harder to twist. Totally normal. Deep breaths here. One more breath. And on the exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. From here, step your left foot back to meet your right in down dog. And inhale, we're going to wave to a plank. Exhale, lower down to your mat with control. Point your toes so the shoelace side of your foot is on your mat. We're going to bring our arms parallel to each other, coming into Sphinx pose, so your pelvis is slightly pressing down into the mat. Your shoulders are back and down. You are very regal. The crown of your head is reaching towards the ceiling. Still imagining that nice long spine. Deep breaths here. Might not seem like we're doing much here, but this pose, this Sphinx pose, is actually really great for your digestive system and your digestive organs. Let's do one more deep breath here. Make it count. After your exhale, let's bring our hands underneath our shoulders. Inhale to a baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to inhale our right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee towards your left wrist. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale to your left wrist. One more time. Inhale, up and back. And exhale. Inhale, up and back. And exhale, right foot to the mat. Take a deep breath here in between sides. And inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee towards your right wrist. Inhale, up and back. Same thing, 2 more times. Last one, inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to wrist. Inhale, up and back, and left foot meets the mat next to your right. Let's take one more deep breath here in our down dog. And on your exhale, knees can come to the mat. Take them wide. Bring your seat back. Coming into a child's pose. Reach for the top of your mat. Forehead meets the mat. Take some nice deep breaths here. Feel those ribs expand on the inhale. Imagine your tailbone reaching down towards the mat. Crown of the head reaching towards the top of the mat, always with that long spine. Let's take one more deep breath here. And on the exhale, you can lift your forehead off of the mat Walk your hands back towards your legs. We're gonna bring our hands behind our feet, fingers facing our toes. Inhale, beam the chest forward, shoulder blades come close together. Exhale, drop your head back. We're engaging our lower abdominals here. Slight tuck of the tailbone. One more breath here. And gently push yourself up to an upright position. Come to a comfortable seated position for a moment here. Get grounded, maybe rock side to side a little bit, feel your sits bones. We're gonna keep our left leg bent in, bring our right leg out to the side, toes facing the ceiling. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, reach over to the right. Right hand slides down your leg towards your ankle, and you can gaze left. One more breath here. And exhale, come back to an upright position. Let's bend our right leg in, stretch our left leg out. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, reach over to the left, sliding your left hand down your leg towards your ankle, and gaze right. One more breath here. And exhale, come back to a seated position. We're gonna revisit those little circles we did at the beginning of our practice. So find a position comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be crossed legs. So hands come to your knees or your thighs, and we're going to inhale and exhale down and around. Being sure to stay grounded through your sits bones throughout the whole circle that you're doing here. Two more in this direction. And switch direction. You might feel a little different this time. And two more in this direction. And come up to an upright position. We're going to come onto our backs now. Gently lower down to your mat. And hug your knees in towards your chest. Give them a little squeeze, maybe rock side to side. And bring both hands to both knees, and we're gonna keep going with the circles. We're gonna bring our knees around in little circles. It's a really nice lower back release. And switch direction. Two more. And give your knees one more squeeze. Now bring your right leg to tabletop and bring your left leg to tabletop. We're going to seal our knees together and bring your arms out to the side. They can be in a low V, or they can be in like a T position. You can have your palms facing down. We're going to come into a twist here, dropping our legs over to one side. You can readjust as you need to, really trying to keep those knees sealed together and aim to have your shoulders as close to the mat as you can. Some nice deep breaths here. On your next exhale, bring your knees upright, feet flat on the mat. And we're going to bring our right leg to tabletop again, and left leg. Seal them together, dropping our legs over to the opposite side. Again, just noticing if maybe one side is a little looser or a little tighter. Just paying attention to your body. One more breath here. And just gently lifting your knees up, feet flat on the mat. Now for our final resting pose, I would like to offer a left side lying Shavasana, during which I encourage you to use a bolster or a pillow or a folded blanket between your legs. Lying on our left side is really great for our digestive system. It's the natural way that it goes. So if you suffer from heartburn or anything at night, you might try laying on your left side. So we'll take our final resting pose lying on our left side. Feel free to use a pillow or blanket under your head as well, or you can rest on your arm. Knees can stay bent here. And to settle in here, let's take a couple of deep breaths together, in through the nose and out through the nose. Just allowing yourself to sink into your mat a little bit. You deserve this rest time, just a moment. Shavasana. Begin to deepen your breath. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes, keeping your eyes closed. If you have a prop, you can gently move it to the side and push yourself up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Bring your hands to heart center. Deep breath here. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. The light in me recognizes the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time.